36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Marlena E. Taylor presiding. During these proceedings, there is no eating, no sleeping, no lying down, no wearing of any head garments except for religious purposes. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Khadijah Nicole Williams. This is case number SP 1225975. This is going to be one count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. I did this on a 3-month delayed sentence. Does she have any payments?
Yes, I'm sorry.
There you go. Oh, okay. That's what it was. Okay. All right. 3-month delayed sentence. Review today. If no new tickets and shows picture of car seats, will dismiss. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Alicia Mariano, P69003 on behalf of Ms. Williams.
And Ms. Williams, can you state your name for the record, please?
Yes, Khadijah Williams.
All right. How are we proceeding today? Do you, so it wasn't a payment that I could see. I just had a 3-month delay sentence, no new tickets. And she may have had some other tickets to pay. Because you had quite a few tickets. But no tickets, no payment on this one. Do you have the picture of the car seats, ma'am?
Yes, there is one.
Okay. Okay. How many were you supposed to have? How many children do you have that need car seats?
My 9-year-old son, I have an 8. I have a 1, 7. I have a 7-year-old, and then I just had a baby. But he has like one of the car seats that turn into like a stroller, but that is upstairs, so I'll take that in and out the house.
All right.
And
well, congratulations on a new baby.
Thank you, Judge.
Or did she pay the rest of her costs and fines? I think she had other tickets too. She pled to quite a few that day.
I paid off one judge. I have 2 more, I believe. I just moved into my place, so it set me behind. And you told me last time that if I needed more time, that I can request more time if possible.
So you still got like 2 tickets left to pay?
Yes.
Okay. How much more time do you need?
What's your maximum? It was like 3 months. Can I have like three more months?
Yeah. Or do yeah, I'm just but she didn't get any new tickets. Those are the same tickets she had last time. Say. Oh. But then after that, she'll just have to deal with them, right? She won't have, okay. All right. Yeah, we go. Okay. All right. So I'll do that. I'll extend the payment on those other 2 tickets until September 5th.
Okay.
Of 2024 or September 6th. We'll give her the 6th if it's possible. And then on this ticket, because you have no new tickets, I can see in your system, you just have the ones we have right now. I'm going to dismiss this case for compliance. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It's been a long
road, but huh? Yes, Ms. Williams.
I want to update my address as well.
Oh, I'm live on YouTube. So I need you just to call the court and give us your address because I don't want your personal business on the record, okay? Like that.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have our phone number?
Not at the moment. Can I?
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay. I'm ready.
313 965 2293.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead,
Thank
call
you,
us so we
Judge.
can update your address. You're very welcome. You don't have to come back that day. You just need to make sure it's paid by that time, or else what happens is that they start tacking on late fees. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, if there's nothing further, this case was dismissed today, and then we'll give you more time to pay on the other cases, okay?
Okay, thank you. You have a great
You're
day.
welcome. You
Judge,
too,
may I
thank
get
you.
privileges so I can share the video?
Yep.
Thank you.
Uh, September 6th. Um,
Attorney Martin, let's go into a breakout room. Let's see what we got here. Let's go into breakout room 1.
okay. Let me get Ms. Ward signed in. Sharon, Corporal Spidell, I see you. Thank you. I know you're in Judge Millhouse too. I'll leave you right here for now. And then
Okay.
I'll pull you down in a moment. Okay. Sean Ward. You're not on my docket for today, is he? Is your name Sean Ward?
Hello.
Hello, sir. What's your name?
Sean Ward.
Okay. Are you here for as a witness or what are you here for today?
Yes, I was here for a trial date.
For who?
A trial date. I put paying $85 for eBay for a class for $85.
Not on my docket for today, sir.
June the 5th.
That was yesterday, sir. You were on my docket for yesterday. Today's the
Yes.
6th of June. You do know that, right?
Yeah, I got discharged. I got
You said
discharged.
June. I know you said June 5th, though. Today is the 6th. You a day late.
Yeah, I got discharged June the 5th.
I'm confused. Okay, so what do you need today? Because I see him, what happened with the review? Did you give him a new review date?
Yes.
Mr. Ward,
Uh-huh.
did you take the eBay class? And stop moving. You're talking to me. Golly, it's distracting. Did you take the, you a day late and $1 short, and then you doing everything but sitting still? Did you take the class?
I had busted an artery and
I remember I gave you more time to try. I thought that was to do community service, though. I got a lot of people who sick. I can't keep them all straight. So is that that wasn't an answer to my question? Was that is a yes or no? Did you take it or
yes,
not?
they had busted an artery in the head. And I was having surgery. I was having a stroke.
don't know any other way to say it. You try it. You try it, Mary. You ask. I don't know what other way to say it. Well, you try. Maybe your voice is different. It is.
Mr. Ward,
There you go.
Mr. Ward,
Uh-huh.
were you able to take the class, the eBay class? Were you able to take it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, do you have the paperwork?
Yes.
Okay, can you email it to me?
Yeah, like I said, I got discharged
Mr.
from the
Ward,
hospital.
Mr. Ward.
today.
Okay, hold on one second, Mr. Ward. I'm gonna place you on mute, okay? I'm gonna come back to you. Hold on one second.
Yes.
This is to all defendants. We have to wait on your attorney to come back on Zoom. So if you need to go do something, you can go ahead and do it. Just cut your cameras off. Like, Ms. Walker. You're on mute, ma'am. Hit the microphone.
Yes, I'm
Okay,
here.
Ms. Walker. So we
Yes.
have to wait for the attorney to come back. Like I said, you can cut your camera off because you're doing a lot of walking. Because we need everyone still. So go ahead and cut your cameras off, do what you need to do. Then when the attorney comes back, we will let everyone know to cut your cameras back on, okay? So go ahead and do whatever you gotta do while we're waiting on the attorney.
Okay.
But cut your
Thank
cameras off. Cut your cameras
Okay.
off. So we won't see you walking around and all that, doing what you gotta do. So everyone can cut their cameras off as of right now, okay?
Yes. I don't know how to do none of this.
Better yet, I'm gonna put everyone back in the waiting room till the judge is ready. We're gonna bring everyone out until the when the attorney comes back.
Attorney Johnson, you ready on your matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is it gonna be a trial or is it a plea?
Third option, third door. It's gonna be a
Third door.
adjournment for
Yeah,
discovery.
get on my last nerves. My very last nerves. Bondale Wickerson. Do you have two people or just one person today?
One,
Okay.
You know, he's here too.
Yeah.
But he's on.
Get your client and have them come in here for me, Attorney
Sure.
Johnson. Please.
yes,
Sorry.
This meeting gets paid a lot of straight.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Smoking Rex. I got about two. All right. Bondale Wickerson, if you could please mute yourself and turn on your camera. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Bondale Wilkerson. This is V ticket 133698. One count nuisance dog. V ticket 133697. One count nuisance dog. V ticket 133696. One count failed to vaccinate dog. V ticket 133695. One count failed to vaccinate dog. V ticket 133694, failed to provide leash for dog off owner's property. V ticket 133693, one count, failed to provide leash for dog off owner's property. V ticket 133692, harboring an unlicensed dog. V ticket 133691, harboring an unlicensed dog. V ticket 133700, harboring a vicious dog. V ticket 133699, harboring a vicious dog. Appearances for the record. Today is the date and time set for a bench trial. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please. Attorney Johnson, you can just go. She'll jump in if she needs to, Attorney Mason.
yes, ma'am. May it please Clerk Vassal Johnson, the second P72130, on behalf of Mr. Wilkerson. He's present on Zoom. State your name, sir.
My name is Vondale Wilkerson.
Okay. I also have the officer Curitan from Detroit Animal Control. Can you state your name for the record, please, then?
Yes, ma'am. Officer Curitan with Detroit Animal Control. P999060.
Okay. All right. Today is the date and time set for a bench trial in this matter. Attorney Johnson, how are we proceeding today?
Judge, is it set for bench trial?
I'm sorry, pre-trial. I always, when the officer is here, I get thrown off. I don't know
Is she here? Is she here on this case or a different case?
She's here on the other case, but she just happens to be the officer on this one. I got my wires crossed. I thought she was supposed to appear on both cases. All right, Attorney Johnson, how would you like to proceed on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor. Just asking for an adjournment for discovery purposes, Your Honor.
So you want to adjourn it for a new date in this particular matter?
Yes, Your Honor, for a pretrial, please.
Okay. My pre-trials are pretty close. Miss Williams Walker, I need you to stop making all these noises on my thing because you being loud. I don't know what today is. Is it a full moon? I'm gonna look that up real quick. I feel
Friday.
like it might be a full moon today. Full moon.
Can you see it from there?
Thanks. I'm looking up the lunar calendar. You think I'm playing? Because yesterday it started, but today it's in full swing. So, moon phases. It's a new moon today. I don't know what that means. It's a new moon. All right. So I have July 22nd. Is that enough time, Attorney Johnson, or you want some additional time?
Oh, no, that, whatever date you give me will be sufficient.
Make sure that's a good date for you. If not, I can move it to a different date and time.
That's a good date.
Okay, July 22nd, 2024 for an adjourned pretrial. At that point in time, Attorney Johnson, I hope that we'll either know whether we're having a trial next time or whether it's going to be a plea, okay?
Sure. Yes, ma'am.
All right,
What
at
time?
8:30 a.m. Does that work for you, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, bond will continue at $0 personal.
Thank you. Have a good day,
You're
Judge.
welcome.
Seeing you.
You too. Thank
It's
you.
not Mr. Brooks.
All
Thank
right, no. All right. Attorney Martin, you had, what is it? I got to stop moving. Mr. Wade, did you call the court to give us your information for a counsel? Unmute yourself.
You talking to
Did you
me,
call?
Judge?
No, I said Mr. Wade.
Yes, Mr. Wade, now.
Okay, did you call the court for a counsel to give us your information or no?
No, I spoke with a different attorney this time. And
I know.
I was just waiting to go to court.
Okay. All right. You ready, Attorney Martin, you ready? As you can see, I read the notes on the back of my file and I'm like, oh, let me look and see what's going on. And then,
Well, Judge, I spoke with Mr. Wade in the breakout room, and he was given an indication by whomever represented him at the previous court date that this matter was supposed to be dismissed. And, you know, I only have the docket, and so I only can see what it says. And the offer from the people was to amend it. So he certainly was not interested in accepting that offer. However, he was also not interested in going to a trial. He believes that the matter should be over today. So I don't know.
I'll call it for the record because my notes say that he wanted a counsel. That's why I asked if he called the courtroom because I can only provide counsel if I have their personal information. So, all right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Rico Deshaun Wade. This is U ticket 594-29321. This is one count offer to engage the services of another for the act of prostitution. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Alicia Mariana, P69003 on behalf of Mr. Wade.
All right. Mr. Wade, can you state your name for the record, please?
Rico Wade.
All right. All right, how are we proceeding? Attorney, just make a record. You said you spoke to him and you don't know which way he would like to proceed. He believes that the case should be dismissed today.
That's correct, Your Honor. I did speak with him in the breakout room, and he indicated that he was advised, I believe when he paid the fees to retrieve his vehicle, which was impounded, that was the end of it and he didn't have to come to court. And then when he came to court, he spoke with an attorney who assured him that the matter was going to be dismissed. And so when I presented him with the options today of accepting the people's offer or going to a trial, he didn't feel like he should be doing either because he felt like the matter is supposed to be dismissed or thrown out. So I don't really know how to proceed with him.
Okay. All right, sir. So once they issue a misdemeanor ticket, you have to come to court and take care of it. The towing of the vehicle is a different part of the statute that allows them the opportunity to do that, but it has nothing to do with the misdemeanor ticket. This still has to be handled. So there are a couple of different ways you can handle it. You can handle it by pleading not guilty and then having pre-trials for some time to think about the offer that the attorney was able to give you today. You can also have a trial, bench or jury. A bench trial is before me as the trier and finder of fact. A jury trial is before 6 citizens of the city of Detroit. who will listen to the information and make a decision based on the law and the information that is provided through testimony. And then the final part is that you can plead guilty to the reduced charge today. So it's up to you to make that decision on what you would like to do, sir.
Yes, ma'am. I would like to go. I would like to go. So if I you say I go to a bench trial in front of you.
Yes. And the officer will be required to come that day and present themselves to court, just as you will be. It's online though, just like this through Zoom, unless you want it in person.
Okay. Okay.
You can think about it for a moment, Mr. Wade. If you need a moment, I have a couple of other people I can do really
No,
quickly,
okay.
okay? No?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just continue to go to court because I can't take no charge.
Okay. But okay, so we can have more court, but I need to know what you want to do with that court. You want a bench trial, a jury trial, or what do you want to do?
Can I guess I'll take a bench trial. Do I have an attorney that can represent me?
So,
The young lady
Mr.
that's
Wade, let me
representing me is
repeat
not
it. Let me
representing
repeat,
me. She
Mr.
doesn't know
Wade,
anything
Mr. Wade,
or anything
Mr.
about
Wade,
anything.
Mr. Wade. Okay. All right, you have to listen to me very clearly. Today was supposed to be that day I was supposed to assign you an attorney, but since you did not call the courtroom to give us your
I was the first
information,
one in the court, man.
no,
Mr. Wade, you have to listen to what the judge is telling you.
I'm not talking English
Not
today.
listening.
I must be speaking a different language, and I'm
No,
okay with
I'm
that.
deaf, by the way. I know you got that on record, man.
Mr. Wade, so last time you came to court, which was on May 13th, I put down that you needed counsel. And so in order to get counsel, I'm pretty sure I told you, you need to call the courtroom so that I can get your personal information, because I don't like it to be online, because then people know where you live and have your address. And so
No, and
I
I
have to
spoke
fill
with
out.
counsel. I spoke with counsel. That's how I got an attorney, right? The brown skin dude, bald
I
head with the beard.
know.
We
But
spoke with each
Mr.
other.
Wade, in order for somebody to be assigned, that was just the counsel for the day. You told me that you needed counsels that can guide you on what to do for the rest of the time. And so our
Okay.
counsel changes every single day in here. Sometimes I have the same counsel, but sometimes I have different counsel. So if you want somebody specifically to follow the rest of your case, then you have to call the courtroom. If you just want whatever counsel is assigned that day, who will be competent and able to do everything they need to do. If you just want counsel, I'll just set it for a bench trial today. But if you want a specific counselor to follow you throughout the rest of this hearings, then you have to call the courtroom so I can have counsel assigned to you.
Okay, and how do I call the court, man?
313.
Wait 1 second. Hold on. 313
965
965
22
22
93.
93 313 965 2293.
Okay. You have to call the court so that we can forward over information, because if you don't, then you just have another hearing with nothing. Okay?
Okay, well, can I ask one question to you, Your Honor?
Yes.
I was told to take a charge for misconduct. I don't even know what misconduct is.
Disorderly
That's why I
conduct.
can't even-
So the thing is that they'll reduce it to something lower. With offer to engage, it's a mandatory 93 days in jail. There's nothing, or 90 days in jail. There's nothing I can do about it. It's a statute based. Under disorderly conduct, it's a lesser charge, but there'll be a number of terms that you'll have to complete. Typically, you'll have to take an HIV, STI test, do community service, 20 hours of community service, and take a misdemeanor morality class, as well as pay a fine. That's typically what encompasses the disorderly conduct, but it doesn't require any jail time, and it's a lesser charge that goes onto it. So that's the offer typically.
Okay, so that's what misorderly conduct is.
Disorderly conduct, yes.
Disorderly conduct,
Yes,
a
sir.
lesser charge, and I'll get like a fine or something, or what?
You get a fine, you'll have to take a class, and then you typically have some community service to do.
Oh, so I have to take a class, get a fine, and do community service.
It's usually like a number of terms in order to get it.
I have to do all of that?
Yes.
Wow. Take a class, pay a fine. Okay, yes, ma'am. I fought it for it.
Say. Okay. All right. So you want to get a counsel assigned? Is that my understanding?
Excuse me?
You want counsel assigned to you so that you can figure out what you want to do. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna give you a new court date so that we can call the courtroom so we can get your information. And then we give the office that makes the assignment a little bit of time to get this together.
So I call the court as soon as I leave court.
That's
and I just
correct.
had to give them some information.
Yes, that's
No
correct.
problem. That's exactly what I'll do.
All right. I'm going to have you come back on 28th. Give us enough time, 3 weeks. June 28th, you're going to come back to court. That's when the attorney should be assigned to you by that point in time, as long as you call so I can get it sent over today. And then that way y'all can have a discussion about what you want to do. 8:30 a.m. I'll set your bond and continue it at $0, okay?
What day?
June 28th.
June 28th.
Yep.
Okay, June 28th, 8:30.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
8:30, just like you signed on now, but once you hang up, call the courtroom right now. We're standing by waiting to take the information.
That's exactly what I'll do.
I gave it to you. You have the number, right, sir, for the courtroom?
Let me make sure it's the number you just gave me. Let me make sure I have 313-965-2293.
Yes, that's it. Okay, so call when you hang up, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You're all set, sir.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Taronda Walker. You know how to unmute yourself? You see me asking you? All right, there you go.
Yes.
Is it Taronda Walker? Am I pronouncing it right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now calling the matter of the people versus Taronda Darshell Walker. This is ticket SP 1234672. Count 1, drove while license suspended. Count 2, drive unregistered untitled motor vehicle. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 1276316. One count, drove while license suspended. Count 2, drive unregistered untitled motor vehicle. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket SP 1392930. Count 2, drove while license suspended. Ticket SP 1307973. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 1303602. Count 2, drive unregistered untitled motor vehicle. Count 3, drove while license suspended. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Alicia Martin, Your Honor, P69003 on behalf of Ms. Walker.
All right, Ms. Walker, can you state your name for the record, please?
Taronda Walker.
Okay. Counsel, are we proceeding on this matter?
Your Honor, the people have made an offer that she wishes to take advantage of.
Okay. And what is that offer today?
She would be pleading to counts 2 and 3 on the ticket 1303602. Those charges will be amended to improper place and failure to display. And then she would also be pleading to counts 1 and 2 on the matter 1234672. And those would also be amended to failing to display an improper plate And then she will be pleading on ticket 1276316, count 2 improper play. So 3 counts of improper place and 2 counts of failing to display, and the remaining tickets will be dismissed.
All right, ma'am, if you want to take advantage of that offer, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything outside what she stated today on the record in exchange for this plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. That make you raise your right hand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I got confused. I lost track. All right, I want to take your attention back to the date of November 23rd, 2021. Were you driving a Chrysler vehicle in the area of Chalmers and Houston Whittier Drive in the city, or Houston Whittier Avenue in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
While you're driving that vehicle, was it not registered at that time with the Secretary of State? No good tags. That's what that means. The tags hadn't been renewed.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and then I want to take your attention to the date of February 1st of 2022, where you're driving a Chrysler vehicle in the area of John C. Lodge and West Milwaukee Streets in the city of Detroit.
Yes, ma'am.
Was your vehicle not registered at that time?
No, it wasn't.
Was your license also suspended at that time in 2022?
Yes, ma'am.
And then I want to take your attention to August 17th of 2021, where you're driving a Chrysler vehicle in the area of Whittier and Kelly Roads in the city of Detroit.
Yes, ma'am.
And was your license suspended at that time in 2021?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you also have your vehicle unregistered at that time, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, satisfied, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, stipulation for probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed?
So stipulated.
All right, so at this time, the court, are you satisfied? I meant to ask you that, counsel.
Yes.
All right, sorry, I think I did. The court is satisfied as well. The court's going to enter a plea to 3 counts improper plates, as well as 2 counts reduced to fail to display. On almost all of these tickets, ma'am, you have what's called civil infractions that went into default. I see you paid one of them, but you have an additional 1, 2, 3, 4 tickets, plus you have a ticket in collections. You paid one of your tickets though, to try and get your license back. So I think registration and or plate violations are like 100 and let me see, because you got a few of those. When they start tacking on fees, 170. Yeah, you owe on all these cases. You probably owe close to $1,000. All right, so you need to pay those. I'm not going to assess any more money, but if you have reinstatement fees, you have to pay those, and you got to pay off all your tickets, ma'am, before they go into collections, because they're starting to send tickets to collections now when you don't pay them. One of your tickets is already in collections. You hear me?
Yes.
All right, so you need to take care of those tickets so that you can be clear and don't have money coming up to surprise you about this stuff, okay?
Okay.
Is your license valid now yet or no? You're still trying to get that together?
So I paid to get them like unsuspended, but she was telling me to wait to the court date. I'm not for sure how it go because like,
okay.
I don't know.
Let me run it real quick and see. I can at least let you know.
Okay.
Okay, all right, that
Yes,
concludes
ma'am.
this hearing though. Just hold tight, Ms. Walker. I'm gonna run it and see if your license is suspended or not. But take care of those other tickets so that they don't go into collections and then you're gonna get them taken out. They've been taking it out of checks that you received from the state and from the government and from your personal stuff, you know, so. Refunds, that's mostly what it comes out of when people get upset with us.
Mhm. It says it's still suspended. Let me see. Paid your reinstatement fees. I would go to the Secretary of State's office and look and see. Maybe you didn't pay some reinstatement fees you need to pay, okay? Yes, ma'am. So
It looks
the
like
only
she
thing
paid
I'm
the
not understanding is like, do I get on a payment plan? How do I pay y'all? How much do I owe? Like, I'm not for sure.
So you can come down here and get on a payment plan. So I'm not gonna touch any of it because if I touch it, then they won't let you be on a payment plan because it'll be like a specific date it'll be due by. Come down to 36th District Court and tell them that you need to set up a way for you to be able to pay, and they'll put all your tickets in a plan and so that you can pay on them.
Okay, so I owe like for all how many
Yeah,
tickets
let
is
me
it?
see.
10?
No, well, I ain't had 10 tickets. Let me see.
How many is it?
Let me see. 1 second.
Okay.
Turn off that like fine sheet for me that you do sometimes with the cost. That includes some of the cases today, maybe too. Okay.
Hey, Attorney Martin, on Walker Williams, if we're not on the record, I'm sorry, jump
Oh,
in.
you're not on the record. If you need to talk to her, I'm just talking to Miss
Okay,
Walker about a couple of things.
the offer is delayed 6 months. It'll just be on the vaccination and the nuisance.
That should have been off property in the nuisance.
Why is she in my meeting talking? It's okay. Today, I told you it's a full moon. Why, if there was no offer, why is she back in the meeting? Not
That was
y'all.
Officer Kirsten. I'm sorry, y'all. That was
Oh, I'm
Officer
sorry.
Kirsten.
All right. Well, in order for you to talk to her, she's gonna have to rejoin the room. So I'll put her in room number 3.
Yeah, I'm confused, Your Honor. Who's talking and what's going on?
I think the officer ended up talking and I saw her unmuted. So I assumed it was her saying that wasn't it. I don't know. You want to talk to your officer in the
I don't even
breakout
see
room?
her, and I don't see her. I don't see my officer. Her
She's back
I'm
on
curator.
the
here.
main screen.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. I put her in room number 1. All right, let me see, because you got some cases when they're in warrant status, they do $50 hold. So I'm trying to see how many of those we got. We got 300. It's like you almost owe $1,000. It's like 924. Don't quote me on this, but sometimes they'll have extra stuff that I didn't know about. Okay. but you definitely owe like 204, 108, 204, 204, 204, and I think you owe one more like 204. Yeah. So you owe quite a bit. So come down here and try and figure out how you can get yourself on a payment plan, okay?
Yes, and then I go to the Secretary of State for like reinstatement fees as well.
Yeah, but ask them what's holding you up from getting your license, because I can't. You paid the ticket, so did you pay it recently?
Yes, ma'am. I paid it. When did I pay it? They don't give me a date here. Oh, I paid it. No, this in April. Why don't it say the date? Because I don't know if you can see this or not, but
that's the sheet I just printed out. So all those tickets is what you owe. You got to pay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Come down here, try and figure it out. But they may let you get your license back. You gotta talk to the Secretary of State's office and find out what's really holding it up. Okay.
Yeah, because one of my sisters, I believe that's what it is. She had got into an accident in one of my cars, maybe like in 2016. But I already paid the Progressive back, so I'm not for sure exactly why or what's going on with that issue. I got the paperwork here, and that was $3,000. So,
oh Lord. Okay. Well, it doesn't seem like I mean you took care of all your 36 district court cases today, so it's just those ones that were in default that remain that you need to just pay for monetary, and those were tickets that shouldn't have added any points. It's registration and those type of tickets which don't add points to your license or anything. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, Ms. Walker, you're all set. Try and come down, figure something out. They work with you as long as you're trying to do something and not just ignoring us, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If there's
Okay,
nothing
thank
further,
you.
you're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
How do I click off of here?
I got you. I'll get you out.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. All right. Did you need to speak to Mr. Williams back in a room? He having a whole meltdown. I don't know what to do.
It's
Did you view the
because
video?
he doesn't want to wait. I was able to view the video, however, I didn't have any sound. And so Ms. Mason told me that you would have to share it in order for me to have sound. So
Okay. All right, give me 1 second. Or you can watch it.
and Williams Walker is going to be a plea whenever you're ready, Judge.
Yeah, let me just clear that up for you, Attorney Martin. That's on Williams Walker. It's going to be on the, according to my investigator, on the dog restraint and the nuisance.
Right. I understand. I explained that to her.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Okay. Let me do that one so that way I get her out and I can share my screen and have the volume play and everybody can watch it. Miss Williams Walker, could you turn on your camera? All right.
Good morning.
Now calling. Good morning, ma'am. Now calling the matter of the versus. Is it Tanika? Tanika. Ah, yes. I was asking you how you pronounce it. Tanika Williams Walker. This is B ticket 133686, harboring an unlicensed dog. B ticket 133687, failed to provide leash for dog. B ticket 133688, failed to vaccinate dog. And V ticket 133690, one count, failed to prevent dog from engaging in nuisance behavior. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Alicia Mariana, P69003, on behalf of Ms. Tanika Williams Walker.
All right, and Ms. Williams Walker, can you state your name for the record, please?
Hi, Your Honor. My name is Tanika Williams Walker.
All right. All right, counsel, how are we proceeding? I know that we have the officer here as well. Officer, can you state your name for the record, please?
Yes, ma'am. Officer Curitin with Detroit Animal Control.
Okay. All right, how are we moving forward today?
Your Honor, Ms. Williams Walker is prepared to enter into a plea. She will be pleading to the matter ending 872. Wait, no, 687 and 690. And the other two matters would be dismissed. And the plea would be taken under a 6-month delayed sentence.
So the nuisance ticket and dog off leash, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. If that's the case, and this is under 6-month delayed sentence to have been dismissed at the end?
Yes.
All right. Please raise your hand, ma'am, if you want to take advantage of this offer. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights? That's Attorney Martin.
In the beginning, I think his name is Attorney Martin. Light-skinned, bald fella, older guy.
Yeah, that's Attorney Boffman. Today, did you talk to Attorney Martin about your case and about your rights?
No.
Ma'am, we just was in the breakout room talking.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm getting confused with the names. I apologize. I apologize.
Okay, did you talk to her? Okay. All right. Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything outside of what was said today? That means that it's going to be on a 6-month. I know court can be nerve-wracking, so I understand. Okay. So anything outside of the 6-month delayed sentence that will come at the end if you take the guilty plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own choice, ma'am?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty in this particular matter?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking these guilty pleas, you're going to give up your right to have a bench trial? The officer is present today, or to have a jury trial in these matters. You understand that?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes.
All right. I want to take your attention back to the date. This looks like between on or about January 29th, 2024 and February 6th, 24. Were you in the area of 15777 Stansbury in the city of Detroit? Did you hear that, ma'am? Were you in the area of 15777 Stansbury in the city of Detroit?
That's for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that's my home.
Okay. And do you have a dog there that may have gotten out of your property that day, ma'am?
Yes, I have a Shih Tzu.
Okay.
My daughter let him out unattended without my knowledge.
Okay. And so the it was out without any leash on or anything like that?
Sorry?
It left your house without a leash on? She let him out and then it didn't have a leash on?
Yes,
at that time?
she let him out. They don't know that this their first time. She's my grown kid. They didn't know that he has to have a leash on. Apparently, it's common sense, but she let him out, and she should have been with him.
Yes. Okay. And did the dog act in a nuisance behavior, like just bothering people going down the street?
No, he don't. He's a house dog, so he don't come out unless we take him for a walk or to go out and use the bathroom. He's a real friendly dog. He ran up to the animal control. They rung him to my door and asked me, and I didn't know my dog was out. And I'm like, wait a minute, he looked like it, but no, let me check, So, however, he was real friendly. He ran up to him, and they said they could tell that, he wasn't an outside dog. He was very clean and smelled good. And they let me know, when they told me about the rules of a pet and a dog, they gave me a chance to get the information and stuff together for him and told me that when I do to contact him if I needed more time, I did that. but the communication wasn't between the supervisor and the young lady. And because I ended up talking to the supervisor. So with that along, I was told to get these things and everything will be through out of court. But I do take full responsibility. I had to get on my daughter about not letting my puppy out because he has to be attained. But she don't live here with me.
All right, so no factual basis was made on the second plea. I'm gonna have to, y'all want a bench trial? How y'all want to handle this?
Judge, I think it was made because she admitted that the dog was out running through the neighborhood without a leash.
But this says nuisance or menacing behavior, and she just said this was a friendly dog.
But a dog can be a nuisance if it's running in people's yards and pooping, you know, and nobody is there to scoop it up and nobody is attending to the dog. So the dog was unattended running through the neighborhood. And I think that makes the factual basis for the nuisance. And I'll speak to you regarding mitigation at the time of sentencing, but I think that satisfies the factual basis for the plea.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
No, please don't say anything, Ms. Walker. I'm speaking on your behalf.
Okay. So nuisance not in a vicious manner, just nuisance like being bothersome. Okay.
Right.
All right. Satisfied then, counsel, you said you satisfied. The court will be satisfied as well. Enter a plea to one count nuisance behavior dog, and other count is failed to provide leash for dog off property. You said you want to speak as to sentencing? Or
yes, Your Honor. She was originally charged with 4 counts, including the no restraint and the nuisance, also for not having vaccination and not having license. And as she indicated before, she is a first-time pet owner, and she wasn't home. The dog was being, you know, kept by her children, who let it out without restraint. But she knows better and she's doing better. She has obtained the license. She has obtained the vaccinations, which is the reason why those 2 matters were dismissed. And she is taking responsibility for the knowledge that the dog must be on a leash and must be attended by a responsible person at all times when it's out in the neighborhood. So I would ask for leniency with regard to fines and costs for those reasons, and that she is now in compliance for the future.
okay. All right, she got 6 months delayed. All right. Since your attorney spoke so well of you and you got a lot of the stuff done, you got to know though that you can't let the dog loose, right? And I know a lot of people, you're not the only one who didn't know that you have to have a license and vaccination. And that's in every city, but a lot of people don't know that. So I'm glad you got that all together. I'll give you $100 fine. You're going to have the 6 months to pay it. Okay, as long as you get no new tickets, keep your dog up to date and vaccinated, because now they know and they come back and check sometimes. So make sure you keep everything up to date, on point, all the medications, all the vaccinations that you need. And then in 6 months on December the 5th of 2024, as long as you pay my fine, I'll dismiss it. Okay, both tickets.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And how do I pay my fine?
So you'll be able to go online next week and begin to pay it. You're going to put in the ticket number. You want me to give you the ticket number?
Yes, I'm writing it down now. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yes, I'm ready.
V133.
V133.
687. Is it going to be a one after that? For the V ticket, is it numbers after that?
Yeah, the year.
Oh, 20. I mean, yep. 24 at the end of that, okay? 24.
Okay. So V as in Victor, 133-68724.
Yes. That's gonna be the ticket you pay. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And that's it. That concludes this hearing. Thank you all so much.
Thank you so much, Judge.
You're welcome. All right. Here we
go. Have a blessed day.
You too. Let me get this to play. I got it to play last time.
You know, Judge, as a housekeeping matter, I don't know if we're still on the record. I'm sorry.
We are not. I'm just trying to get the video to pop
Oh.
up. I have it downloaded and everything. I'm just trying to get it
Okay.
to pop
See,
up.
yeah, I was
so
gonna say
that-
Attorney Martin and her client can look at it together if they needed to.
Yes.
Okay. And I'll
So
put
I'm
off
just
Corporal Spidell in the room, Judge.
okay. I'm just trying to get it. Open. I don't know what I did last
Corporal
time.
Spidell, please join room 1. Thank you.
I got those other videos. sorry. I was able to do it last time. I don't know why it's not letting me do it. So let me call my help desk.
Or Judge, I mean, if you want to, you could just leave the room and they can look at it.
Okay, we can do that too. I'm out.
Yeah, and then they can look at it.